Yes people, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're all doing well. We're back at work. It's the first video of 2025. Happy New Year to everyone. This year is going to be a big year for all of us. I can feel it. Positive vibes. Right, today's video is about a present that I got. My favourite present probably for Christmas, my youngest son. He sort of gave the game away on Christmas Eve. He said, Dad, I've got you a present. It's something that you love, but you got rid of. And I thought, yeah, I think I know what that is. He bought me a model of a Porsche 911. Now, last time me and Liam were at the auction, we noticed a couple of Porsche 911s going through fairly cheap. There was a finance repossession and there was a salvage one. And it got me thinking. How's about this little beauty? We're not even sure what the crack is with this, whether it's going through, but one of the auction lads has just told us about this.
Porsche GT3, what on earth is this doing here?
It
says on there as well, no keys.
No keys?
Has it been stolen and recovered?
Yeah, it's got to be, innit? What a weapon.
Mate, look at that.
It's mad what you see at the auctions, isn't it? I mean, how does that end up at an auction?
You'd have think that had been someone's pride and joy.
Yeah, it probably was, mate. Could be a finance snatchback, you never know, do you? I mean, no keys. Look at that. One day, people, one day. What do you think? How does that end up at the auction? A 69 plate. Look at that. That is lovely. Oh, this one looks a bit sore, doesn't it, mate? 18 plate Porsche.
Yeah, someone's had a right old nasty turnout in that.
Yeah.
That's battered to death. Look at the state of it. The front as well.
Look at the rust up it.
Is that a 911? Or is that a Boxster?
It's a Boxster, isn't it?
Yeah, that is a Boxster, yeah. But look here, look, it says important master and recovery enforcement agent. That's been, I reckon that's been crashed, left.
What a shame.
But it is only a Boxster, isn't it?
Oi, cheeky. We like a Boxster. If you haven't seen the video on our Boxster, check it out here. Yes, I've probably had too much time off work over the break thinking, but I've got a theory. I think you can buy a cheap Porsche, and I fancy one before it's too late and before I'm too old to get in and out of it. Fancy a bit of an entry-level supercar. What better way to buy one than maybe salvage, maybe a finance repo, one that needs a bit of paint or something like that. Yes, I did used to own a Porsche 911. It was only a 996, bit of an entry-level Porsche. But I love that car. I owned it for 3 or 4 years, didn't use it as much as I should, and it sat on the drive far too often. But when I did take that out for a blast on a Sunday morning, it really did put a smile on my face. So yeah, I fancy a project for 2025. I'm going to manifest this. I'm going to buy it myself, a Porsche. So let's get on the search. Let's see what we can find. Let's see if we can find something that's damaged, something that needs a bit of paint, something that's a bit cheap. Obviously, we're in the car game. I'm not going to pay retail for one. I do want a bit of a bargain. And I probably don't mind if it's even categorised. If I'm going to keep it for myself, the resale value won't really matter too much. I mean, I won't keep it forever. There will come a time when I want to sell it, but hopefully we can make some improvements to it, get it nice, get it ready for me to use, and one day there might even be a little profit in it. So let's get and see what we can find. Let's get on a couple of salvage auctions and see if there's any nice, preferably a 911. Right, let's have a look, see what we can find. So this is a salvage auction company, Cinetech. Let's go Porsche, see if there's any on there, shall we? Right, 2 items. Let's have a look and see what they have got. Right, we don't want that, we don't want a big one. What about that? 718 Spider, 2019, 69. It's on just under £35,000 at the moment. Don't know if I want to be spending that much, but that's probably a bit late, isn't it? 2019, looks a lovely car. See what it's saying about it. So it's done 13,000 miles. V5 document, no. Wouldn't expect it to have because it's a salvage car. Engine starts, yes. Drivetrain drives, yes. Keys, yes. Service history, no. Wouldn't expect that, obviously. But yeah, it looks all right. Let's have a look through these pictures, shall we? See what we got. Ooh, looks lovely, but it does look like it's taken a bit of a whack. Yeah, that looks a bit twisted, doesn't it? Even on the back. Look at those wheels though, that does look lovely. Look at that red and black leather with the red dashboard. That is definitely a bit of me. I think if you're going to have a supercar, you've got to have one a bit Larry. But yeah, that does look a bit twisted, doesn't it? It just, I don't know, it doesn't seem to be sitting right at the front. Looks nice from the side. Don't look like it'll want a lot of paint down the side. But it's got that bit on the back bumper, and yeah, definitely a bit of twisting going on there. But look at that trim. Yeah, don't know. That might be, yeah, that is naughty, isn't it? Look at that. I think that's a bit far gone. I don't think Paul, the paint, will fancy that as a job. That's probably a bit too much for us. That's going to want a bit of a tug. That's going to want to go on a jig. That's going to probably want some chassis parts. That's probably a Cat S. We're looking for something more like maybe a Category N. Lovely car, and that would turn into a nice car for someone who's brave enough to repair it, but probably not one for me, that one. Let's have a look on Copart, shall we? This is the go-to place for most salvage dealers. Now, we don't buy from these. Obviously, we don't really buy categorised cars, but for the purpose of this video, let's have a look. We've put Porsche in the search engine, and there's 35 in there across the country. So let's see what we got. We don't want a Cayenne, do we? But look at that. Porsche 911 Carrera, 2018. Yeah, that looks like that could be nice, doesn't it? I do like a grey Porsche. Yeah, that looks very, very nice. Let's scroll through these pictures, see what damage is on it. Look at that. Now that is definitely a bit of me. It's got that nice suede interior with the leather. 11,000 miles. Bit of damage there on the wing. Well, it's not really damage, is it? It's a bit of a scratch. So maybe this one's been stolen, recovered. Not sure what's going on there. I think that's just the spoilers up. Front all looks good. It's a Tiptronic. I don't know if I want an auto or whether I want a manual, really. I'm not too bothered. Yeah, it does look nice, doesn't it? A little bit of damage there on the front bumper. Looks like a flat tyre, so that wheel might be damaged. All the wheels look good. Interior looks good. Overall, that looks good, doesn't it? So, primary damage, vandalism. Secondary damage, missing, altered VRN. Oh, so we'd have to do that, wouldn't we? We'd have to sort that VRN out. That's a £70,000 car, estimated retail value. So I'm 44,750. It's got the keys with it. 7-speed auto, coupe. Yeah, really nice. I'm not sure if I'd rather a convertible, you know. Not sure. Let's see what else is on there, shall we? What else have we got? Cayenne, don't want one of those. Plenty of those on there, isn't there? 924, that one's a bit old for us. Don't really like the shape, never really liked the 924s. Got a 718 Boxster. Don't really want a Boxster, it's got to be a 911 or maybe a Cayman. They're not my favourite, but look at this one, 2018 911 Targa. Now this is probably the sort of thing we're looking for. How's about this? So it's a Category S, so it is going to have a bit of damage. Let's have a look through these pictures and see how bad it is, shall we? A few bits of trim missing there. Had a nasty bump on there. Oh, and a bit on the back rear quarter there by the looks of it. The trouble is with these Porsches, I'd imagine trying to find a front bumper and things like that will cost you a fortune. So ideally, you want to be repairing things, don't you? I mean, yeah, look at that. That's not too clever, is it? I don't really want anything that's gonna need to be jigged. I don't really want a Cat S. Don't really want any structural work, if I'm honest. I know beggars can't be choosers, but ideally I want one that just needs a tiny bit of a repair, a tiny bit of paint. And that's not too bad, is it? The bonnet, that want replacing. But that's the bit that scares me. The front end, I think that's doable, but that doesn't look too good, does it? Another auto. Do love the interior on these new ones, looks really nice. Yeah, into that quarter, that damage is just too much, isn't it? All the wheels look good, but that's probably the least of our worries on this car. Right, let's see what else is on there, because I think that's a bit too far gone for us. We want something that needs a bit less work, don't we? A little bit less work. Right, let's see what's on page 2 and see what else we got. Another Boxster S, not really interested in that. 2004 911, hoping for something a bit newer really. 2012 Panamera, no. Oh, what about this baby? 1972 Porsche 911. Estimated retail value £129,000. Look at that. That is a project for someone, isn't it? Lovely colour, canary yellow. Don't know what the exact colour is, but let's call it canary yellow. Wow, no, that is a project. That is a serious project for someone. I do like these old shapes, but really I'm hoping for something a bit newer. I want a bit of modern luxuries on one. Yeah, look at that. That's caught a light, hasn't it? Someone's had some fun in that, that's for sure. Ooh, wants a dash, wants everything. That is a full resto job. That's out of my budget anyway, out of my price range. I mean, I don't really want a car that's going to be worth £130,000, and I don't really want one that's going to be a labour of love and take me about 5 years to get it fixed. They do look nice, all those old ones, don't they? 1972. That's older than me, that car. Can you believe it? Yeah, serious project for someone, that one. Yeah, let's keep looking. Not for us, that one. What else have we got? 2022 911 GT3S. That's another one. Bit out of my price range, but let's have a look. Let's dream, shall we? So it's a Cat N, repairable, non-structural. I mean, that is probably the category that I would want, but it's got an estimated retail value of £168,000 and it's already on £85,000. Let's have a look, shall we, and see how bad the damage is. Oh, just notice there on the description as well, it says does not run. Now that would be a worry with a Porsche, wouldn't it? But yeah, nice small bit of damage, just that little bit on the front wing by the looks of it. Look at that spoiler. Now that is a weapon. Ooh, airbag damage, curtain airbags. Yeah. Dash airbag, steering wheel airbag. Got a fair bit of damage, so it's obviously had a bit of a whack. 16,000 miles. That looks well repairable though, doesn't it, that front end? What are they showing there? A few scuffs on the rear bumper maybe. Now that is the sort of damage that I want, but it's just far too expensive a car. It's just too new, too nice. Wow, look at that wheel. I don't think you'll be repairing that with a bit of quick steel. That's going to want a new alloy on that, isn't it? Definitely. So what does it say? Does not run, front end and normal wear. It's got the keys. I wonder why it does not run. It's only in Sandwich, so it's nice and local to us. But yeah, that one, definitely out of my price range, people. Won't be buying that one. Let's see what else we've got on there. Another Porsche Boxster, don't really fancy that. Now that looks all right, 2010 911. It wouldn't be my preferred choice of colour in red, but let's have a look and see what this is saying. So again, this is a Cat S, but it might not be that bad damage because of the age of the vehicle. They might have just categorised it with an S. Let's have a look, shall we? Don't know about red, don't know. I think red really only suits Ferraris, doesn't it? Right, so what we've got going there is a little shunt in the back. The bumper looks like it'll probably repair, but it's just what damage has been done underneath there, really, isn't it? Material looks good. The thing I like about 911s, you do get rear seats. You're not going to get a couple of 6'4" of your mates in there, but you will get your kids in there, maybe. Don't know. Now it's a bit of a worry being hit out the back, isn't it? Because obviously we know that's where the engine is. It doesn't look too bad, does it? Another auto. Quite rare in manual these actually. Most of them are going to be Tiptronic. All the wheels look good. Not sure, just not sure about the colour on that one, you know. Not sure. Let's keep looking. What else have we got? I think that's about it. I think that's about it for the 911s. But we will keep looking. We will keep an eye on a couple of these and see what they make. And obviously we'll have a look for our main dealer network. One might come up through the trade, but I do fancy a damaged one. I think it would be good to bring you people along and see what we could do with a damaged one. It'll be a bit of an interesting project. But yeah, we'll keep looking. We'll keep you updated and we will let you know.
Knowing Chris, he will not rush in and buy a Porsche 911, invest a load of money without knowing that it is the right one. So it might take a bit of time, but that's definitely the right way to do it when buying a car. of that value. And he's got this to remind him, hasn't he, every day of what he wants, his dream car. His boys bought him that, and it's going to give him a bit of inspiration every day. And the search continues for Chris's dream car, a Porsche 911. 2025 is going to be a big year for us at We Flip Cars and Kent Car Group. We've got some massive plans for YouTube. Let us know in the comments, people, what you want to see. We've got some real good videos coming your way. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again in our next video.